testing audio devices, especially microphones. When I've looked for information on mics in my research for my recording projects, the main thing that I hear is, I got one of these and I love it. It's great. It's fantastic. Every now and then I had one of these and it really sucked and I hated it and I threw it in the garbage. The other kind of information we see a lot is microphone shootouts or microphone comparisons. But it's very, very rare in my experience that the shootouts or comparisons are meaningful, because they rarely use one performance captured by all the microphones. This video is going to show you some steps and give you kind of a philosophy, a blueprint for testing recording devices. We'll generate a test tone and we'll use that to set the levels of the different microphones so that they're the same, and then we'll record through all the microphones at one time, a single performance, so that when we listen to the clips that we come up with at the end, the variables between clips are minimized. The main variable will be the microphone and not the performance or the volume level. So, follow along. I hope you'll find it useful. Here's the mic array we've constructed to compare three different large diaphragm mics. The first is a CAD M179 dual diaphragm, continuously variable, with a posi-lock clutch and the hard mount holding it in place. Then we have the Rode NT2A dual diaphragm mic, switchable between three patterns, with an accessory clamp that holds it to the stand and the shock mount. And finally, a Audio-Technica AT3035, a classic single diaphragm cardioid mic that's recently been discontinued. It's held in place with a Shure A27M vert bar, one of my favorite accessories for mounting microphones. Very flexible positioning with the A27M vert bar. So there's the array of microphones we'll be testing. Alright, now that we've grouped the microphones so that they're all going to be about equidistant from the source but not interfering with each other, we're ready to calibrate the mic preamp gain so that our clips all have about the same level. The closer we get, the better, because small differences in volume translate to differences in quality to our ear and brain. And if we want to get a real accurate test, we need to be really close in the volume levels of our clips. So we'll use Reaper. Reaper has good metering. It's a great VST host, so we can use a VST tone generator to get our test tone. It's very inexpensive. It has a small resource utilization. It's just a wonderful program. You should check out Reaper if you're interested in recording software. Now, I've created a project template that has all the settings that we need. We have the MDA test tone generator installed to create the 1K Hertz test tone that's kind of the standard for calibration and basic testing in audio. Then we have 3 tracks set up in mono, connected to inputs 2, 3, and 4 on the Profire, and then those are connected to the Audio-Technica, the CAD, and the Rode. So the first thing we want to do is calibrate volumes, and to do that we have record set here. We have the speaker connected over here running off the headphone jack. So all we do is start the tone generator and then press record, and then adjust the levels until we get to around 18 dB, minus 18 dB of course, since 0 dB is the top of the scale. We want to get just as close as we can. bit more tweakage. That looks right to me. Now we can kill the test tone. Listening to 1K hertz for a long time is surprisingly annoying. Now, the next thing we want to do is record a nice long tone on each mic at the current level, at our current good adjustment level, which we'll use later to fine-tune the volume of the track. So let's delete these. Those are gone. Go back to the beginning and turn on the generator and record a nice fat calibration tone. I hope that's enough. I'm sorry that there's a meet going on at the swim club in the background. I should have closed all the windows before I started this. Hopefully those cheers and hollers won't affect things. So now we have a test tone laid on the track that we can use to evaluate the volume and make fine adjustments. But with that in place, we're ready to begin our recording. So let's set our cursor at the end of the test tone tracks and get the guitar and oh, I need to move the speaker. I'll do that and be right back. Please visit us at www.homebrewedmusic.com.